code it. Yeah. Text. Yeah. ASCII code for E. E is 4 5, right? 4 4 5 H. And but for small e, it is 6 5 H. So look at here. So this is, and also the keyboard data, they are the ASCII code. I mean, the code generated for this one is the ASCII code. It's not, if I press E, so capital E, for example, so it is not actually E, it actually 45 is the ASCII code, and for a small letter it's 65 is. So what is the relation between a small letter and capital? For example, you know, like sometimes in C program we write a program like that, actually convert the, you write in a small letter, it is converted to the capital letter, or you write in a capital letter, it is converted to the small letter. So like that, what is the relation now in ASCII code? What is the relation between here? You can see just that. So if you add 20H, for example, you write in a capital letter, and if you add 20H, you will get the small letter, or you type the small letter, and if you subtract 20H, you will get the capital letter. Is that clear? Is it okay? Is it okay? Yeah. So the relation between a small letter and capital letter is 20H. You can see that if you put the capital letter E, and how can you get the small letter? Just 20. Same with all the things. Capital A, small a. It's 20H. All the I mean alphabetic data, or alphabet capital and small is the like that. What about the number? Look at here. I press, for example, 3. I press 3. So 3 is it. What is the ASCII code for 3? Because I put the data from the keyboard, and it, for example, I press the 3, but it's in the so the ASCII code for 3 is, you can see 3 is 33. Okay, 33H. So 33H, but 33H and 3 is not same. What is for example 5? 5 is 35. Okay, 35H. So that means if we subtract 30 here, so what is the actual number and the ASCII code number? So actually we put 3, but it actually the ASCII code it generates 33. That means if we subtract 30, then we get the actual number. Is that clear? 5, we press the 5, but actually the code for it is 35. So that means how can we get the actually 5? So ASCII, I mean from the ASCII code, if you subtract 30H, then you will get the 5. So this is the basic relation. One relation is the relation between, one thing is the relation between capital letter and small letter, and one thing is is about the number, the numeric data that we put from the keyboard. Like if we press 3, 7, 8, 9, whatever it is, it actually the ASCII value is the 30 plus H. Okay, 30H plus. So that means if you subtract 30H, then we will get the actual number. Okay, now it's about this one. With this one, now it's about back to the lab manual. Yeah, so this experiment actually, so here actually in the last lab, one was converting the case. So like write a program that asks to type a string of letter in lowercase, like you write your name, like my name is something. Okay, so all the things, it is a string of letter, right? String of letter, but in lowercase. How can you the program will, the output, the result will convert it when you run it. It will give you the uppercase and print it on the screen. So how can we write it? Okay, let's see. So as usual, like dot model small, then dot data, and then message, because like the program after running the program, it asks you, give you data, something like that. So that means enter the string. So give your string or put your string, something, whatever you write here, it will be displayed there. So this is, for example, message, MSG, message, db for defined by, and 0dh and 0ah. What is 0dh? Why actually you put 0dh? Okay, so actually I forgot to mention it on the ASCII code. If you look at the ASCII code, 0dh for enter, enter. So for enter data, 0dh, and for 0ah is a new line. When actually we write program in C, we write it something like that. Can you okay, something like yeah, \n. It is for new line. We use it we write it in a C program. So something like here. So it's the enter and new line. So it's like a new line. Main thing is we want to show it in a new line. So enter the string. And why actually we put the $sign here? The $sign means actually the last, last value of the character data, or last value of here is the end of the letter in a string, something like that. So that's what $. And so then actually we have another data, character data is message 2, db, defined by 0 to h for enter, 0h for new line. So in new line, it will show you your result or your string is. So it actually before actually the output display, it will show your string is, for example, and this $sign is for the end of this character data. Okay, now there is another variable str1, string 1, db 255 DUP question mark. So I think you know it. What is DUP? Duplicate, and question mark is empty. 255 memory location we keep empty. We reserve empty with the name this one. So this is for what? This is for actually when we put the data. Like I press my name is MD Nurul Islam. Okay, all the things. So this data I put it. It's not predefined. It's actually user defined. I put anything from the keyboard. So there must be a memory location reserved to set that this thing. You get it? So this three line is clear. This three line in the data segment is clear. Do you have any question here? Yeah, so yeah, okay, so if it is not clear, then ask me. Then now in a code segment, now it's about the program. So first two line is the initialize the data segment. It is as it is, ax comma at the rate data, then move ds comma x. So initialize the data segment. Always we initialize the data segment, writing this two line in a simplified segment model. Okay, then actually first of all, after running the program, what actually do? Load LEA. This is the new instruction actually we use in this experiment. LEA, load effective address. Load effective address is very similar to like offset. Can you remember we use like move si comma, if you can remember, move si comma offset X or something like that. So this is actually to get the offset address of the memory location with the name X, right? Can you remember this thing? We write it here, mov si comma offset offset X, or if we write mov si comma offset msg, it will be the similar, but load effective address, this is one of the application. Yeah, so load effective address dx comma msg. So msg means this one. Okay, the offset address of this one, it is loaded on the dx, and then move ah comma 09h int 21h. So what does this three line actually, just remember that this three line, it actually, if we write this three line, that actually display this string of character, this data. That's it. So here is actually we use, like, this is a kind of special function, actually display string function, special function in a assembly language. If we write move ah comma 09h int 21h, this is actually display function. What display, display string function, and what string it will display? I say that first of all we declare the offset, address location of that one, that string, lea dx comma msg. So that means it will display enter the string, it will display enter the string, this one, and we put it in a quotation mark, single quotation mark, you can see. So single quote, because always we put the character string, not the numeric data, character data we put them in a quotation mark, single quotation mark, or double quotation also, so it's okay some cases. So this three line is for display the string function. So which string, the second one or first line? First line, because we say LEA, load effective address dx comma msg. So is it clear, this three line? Yeah. Okay. So so this is special type. If you can remember, I said we use this special type of, like, something mov ah comma 4ch, and then int 21h. So these two line also the special. So can you remember what is the purpose of these two line? We write it at the end of the program. Can you remember these two line? What is the purpose of this two line?
I guess put the result on the screen, or
not really. Result in the screen. No, in this two line actually we write at the end of the program, before the end of the program. We write this two line because
yeah, I know, Doctor.
Yeah. Anybody can tell me what is the purpose of this two line? Not exactly. Is very closer. You are in closer. We write it in the last. At the, if you can remember previous labs, we write these two lines before the end. We write it why? Because like to shift the control. Or maybe you can say that simply. You can say to switch between the operating system. Like sometimes we work in a Windows mode. Sometimes we work in a DOS mode. Like debug that program, it is in a DOS mode. So just to give the control to the DOS mode, from Windows to DOS. That's the thing. So it is a special type of command that actually used to give the control or to give the control from Windows mode to the DOS mode. Okay, can you remember it now? I repeated. I wrote it in the board when actually I wrote the program. This two line is to give the control to the DOS mode. because like we write the program in a Windows mode, but when we run the program, we write it in a debug window. So debug is in a DOS mode. You can see there is a tab, and we write something like these are the things. So it is in a DOS mode. So DOS mode and Windows mode, so that means different operating system. So this two line is so move AH comma 4CH INT 200. Now look at here. What is the things here? The display string function move AH comma 09H INT 21H. Is it do you understand now that these two line it is a some kind of function, just that's it. So we don't have to understand exactly what does it mean. So simply we can say it is foreign. Is it okay? You have any question? Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. So now look at here. So we understand that. So now we will see on the screen that enter the string. Enter the string. So then what actually you will do? You put the string, right? Like my name is some things. Okay. So you put the string now in a small letter, for example. So then what actually what is the next line? Load si comma string one, because when actually you now you put the string I mean character data, or you put the string from the keyboard. So they where actually it will save it in the memory. So it definitely it must be saved. We reserve a memory location with the name str1 string 1, for example. So first load effective address si comma string 1 is the same as move si comma offset string 1 is the same. Okay, load. So that means you initialize the memory location where actually you mean the character data, what actually you will put, it will be saved in the memory. String 1 load si comma string 1. Then okay, now look at here this three line. Load effective si comma string 1 move ah comma 01h. Now look at here, before we use ah comma 09h. Now we write here move h comma 01h int 21h. So this is a special function that actually take input data, a single keyboard input function. It is called single keyboard input function. Like you write m, then you put y, then space, then n, a, m, e, then space, something like that. So single keyboard input function is for ah comma 01h int 21. And what actually it will do, this is a special function. It is not a display string function, because display string function move h comma 09h int 21h. But here we write move h comma 01h int 21h. It means actually it is a single keyboard input function. The result is saved in AL. So it means that all the I write m, it will be saved in AL, and from AL to it will go to the string in the memory location with the name string 1. Is that clear now? Is that clear? Okay, so one thing is actually I forgot to tell you. So it's not, first of all, yeah. Wait. So first of all, I mean, for basic understanding, it is okay. But details thing is, like when we put the value like m. So m we want, before we save it in the memory with the name string 1, we must. So it is saved in AL. The result saved in AL. It is said here, result saved in AL. But before it save in the memory, we have to process it like small. You put the small case like m, small m, y, small y. So they must be converted to the capital M. Okay, so how do we have to do it? What actually do it? So let us see. Then actually what actually we do, move bl comma al. So that means all the data like m, the ASCII code for M will be in BL, and then we compare that. Is this data is the data AL is 0DH. What is 0DH? I said at the beginning, using 0DH means enter. So that means when you finish, what actually we do? We put enter, right? Like for example, my name is this one, and then we put enter to see the result. Do you put? I mean, is the AL value is 0DH? If 0DH means it is complete. Your writing is complete. If not 0DH, that means you will give more and more character data. So compare AL comma 0DH. If it is equal, then we will come in this line display. It will process the, I mean, for display. But if it is not, then what actually we'll do? We'll subtract AL comma 20s. Why this one? Before start the program, actually I explain you why actually I subtract AL comma 20s. I put data M, small m. Now I have to convert it to the capital M. How can we get it? By subtracting 20s, right? Can you remember capital M and small m, and capital letter and small letter? What is the difference between these two? 20s, because a small letter is yeah. If you subtract 20s, you will get the capital letter. ASCII code for capital letter. Is that okay? Yes. So opening the ASCII table, I told you that what is the relation between the small case and capital case. All the character A, B, C, D, small and capital. So a small one is 20s more than the capital one. Is that okay? Can you remember? Yes. So then we subtract 20h from AL, because our data, like you press M, small m. So small m, the ASCII code for small m in now AL. Then you subtract it, subtract 20h. That means you get the capital M value, for example. Then what actually do? We will save it, move square bracket SI comma AL. What is the memory location? Square bracket means memory location. What is the offset of this memory location? It is actually the string one. You can see we say move SI comma string one. What is the memory location with the name this one, string one. All right, that means the data is now, you will save it, then increment SI, then jump read, you will come back here, you will come back here. So that means it will take the second data Y, then space, then N, A, M, E, everything. The ASCII value for a small letter will be converted to the ASCII value of the capital letter, and they will be saved in the memory. Until now, is it okay? Is it clear? Is it okay? All right, then now it's about the display. Yes, okay, now it's about the display. What actually we will display now? So first of all, actually before we display, we said I mean, for example, this message we want to display, your string is, or the result is, something like that, for example. So this one, so it is in the name message 2. It is in a memory location with the message 2. So what actually do? Move AL comma. So AL has the last value, you know. AL has the so when actually you are out of this loop, taking the data. So we are always in here, right? Take one by one all the data. My name is so on. So that means when we put the enter, that means data, all the data is given. Now it's about the display. It's about the display. So once it is done, you are in the here. So actually move AL comma $sign. So that means actually this is the end of end of the data, end of the string data, because all the data you finish. That means this is the end of all the character. And move square bracket SI comma L. So that means in the next memory location. Okay, let me write it. Okay, so for example, this is the data segment. Okay, so like for example, this is for and okay, look at here. It is, for example, the data segment. So we have with the name MSG, we put our put some input information like so some memory location it take. So like give you data, give you input, something like for example here enter the string. Then in under the message two, we put we write that we write what your string is, or your result is, whatever it is here. Okay, in some memory location. Then there is another memory location is for the input, because because we put some input from the keyboard, like my name is, these are the things, they will be saved in one by one, this memory location one, then next one, so on. So we actually reserve 255. We assume that it will our input is not bigger than the 255. Okay, so then actually so when actually we put I mean we press a data like my m y, so m first, it will the ASCII code for m is not same as ASCII code for capital M. It will, we convert it to the capital M ASCII code for capital M, and then we save it here. Then next one y, that's all the things, and at the end we put dollar sign, that this is the end of the all the character, input character. Is it clear now? All the things are clear from these two lines. Is that okay? This is okay. Yeah, now next what it is. So our input is given. When we put the enter, okay, so then that means it is for the display. Then the main job is here. Main job is load effect, this three line, same like the first line. Load effective address dx comma message 2. So message 2. So the offset address for message 2, or the beginning address or offset address of the message 2. Then move AH comma 09H INT 21. AH comma 09H it is for the display string function. We already discussed it at the beginning. So that means it will show us your result or your string is. If we write your string is, so your string is. If you write your result is. So whatever it is, then actually what actually it will display. So it will display load. Now we write another three line, because this is also a display function for this result. For the input that actually we give from the keyboard, it is saved here. We write it load if we address dx comma string 1, then move ah comma 09, and so it will display. And now you can see these two line that I just mentioned before, that these two line are a special line, move ah comma 4ch int2. This is for I mean transferring the control from or transferring from one operating system to the other operating system. So what will now you will see, like enter first line, you will see that because we write here enter the string. So that means it will come here in the screen, enter your string. Now, for example, you put UOHP or my name is whatever it is in a small letter, then actually you will see your string is, because we put here your string is, that means it will come up here also your string is, it will be in capital letter. Is it clear now? Hopefully every line is clear, right? It's okay. Do you have any question here? Is that okay? All right. So now it's about the, yes. So now look at here. So this is for the if we put the string data, I mean character data from the keyboard. Now it's if we put the numeric data, write a program that asks to type numbers from keyboard and calculate the average. I also show the result on screen. Okay, what will be it is? Okay, so now like for example, we write it dot data and BAL1, for example, value 1 dB question mark, and then NL1 dB. So 0 AH 0 day, same like before. Enter how many number you want. For example, we write it here, how many number you want. Okay, and then next line is the 0 AH for enter and 0 DH for new line. So enter the number. So enter number, and then next line is average. So this is and so these are the in our data segment we have this data. So we have empty location under the VAL1. So it is for our input. You know, you can declare. I mean, yeah. So as it is, so that means how many memory location here? One memory location. But we can also reserve like the previous one some memory location. For example, one here. Okay, why actually one here? You will see. Now in a code segment, so this two line is same as it is, and then we say load effective address dx comma nl1. So dx comma nl1, so it means actually you want, and then this three line move ah comma 09h int to 1. This is what kind of function it is? Can you tell me what kind of function it is, or what is the what actually after this three line what result we will see? Anybody? Anybody? I said this three line. Move load effective address dx comma nl1, and then move h comma 09h int20. What does this three line will after execution of this three line, what result we will get? So this is this. I mean, just for ah equal to 09h. So move ah comma 09h int21h. What is the what does these two line is for? Special function. A special function. What kind of function it is? Display function. Display string function. Or yeah, display string function. So and what kind which string actually it will show us, and so it will show load effective address dx comma nl1. So load nl1. So it is means look nl1. So what is the in the name nl1? What string actually we put here? Enter how many number you want. So this one actually it will be displayed. So what actually it will display now? It will display is enter number you want. All right. So that means this 3 line actually means that it will display enter how many number you want. With definitely because within a quotation mark we have a colon also. So that means with colon. Is it okay? So now it actually then we write these 2 line. What does it mean? Move ah comma 01h int 21h. This is also one kind of special function. What is the purpose of this one? It actually allow you to take the one single input. This function is single input character data. So single input character. Okay, from single input data from keyboard. So yeah, so we also use this one before. So move ah now actually that means you have the provision to put the number single input, like how many number you want, 4, 5, 3. So for example you put 5. So that means if you put, like for example if you put 5 here, so for 5 from the keyboard you put it 5 from the keyboard. So this is a kind of special function. This is called single input, single keyboard input function. So then actually you know that this 5, when I put 5 from the keyboard, actually the ASCII code for 5 is what? 35. But we do not put 35, we put just 5. How can we get the actual one? Subtract al comma 30h. That means now we will get the actual things 5. Okay, and then move cl comma al. That means move cl equal to 5 now. And move bl comma al, that means bl is also 5 now, and move al comma 00, and then move value 1 comma al. That means what actually in value 1. So we have a memory location, we define a memory location, empty memory location. It is now 00. Why we put 00? Okay, let's see now. Now load effective address dx comma nl2 and 0. So this is also again same like here. Yeah, display string function, but which string it will show? It will display nl2. nl2 is what? Where is this one? nl2, this one, enter number. So that means it will display you enter the number, enter number. So now you'll put, for example, you put like 35. Okay, you put 35. Not 35, single data. So so you put 5 number actually, like for example we declare 5. So now for example you write 3. So that means okay, now then again move ah comma 01h. Okay, move ah comma 01h int 21h, and then sub 30h. That means the number that actually you give now, it will be the ASCII code. Actually it, first of all it takes the ASCII code of that one, but actually you get, how can you get it? By subtracting 30h. That's why I'm sub al comma 30h, and then actually then add al comma value 1. At the beginning we put 0 there. So now this the number, for example you put 5 number, so you put for example 5. So here so 3. So 3 plus 0, so 3 plus 0 at the it will be 3, and then move value 1 comma al. That means the sum of these two is 0, and the new number you put them there, and the loop will be 1. So you will come up here again. So then you will then again it will display enter number. Now for example you put 4, then for example you put 5, then for example you put 6, then for example you put 7. So 5 number here. What is the average of this 5 number? 5, right? It will, the average will be 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 divided by 5. It will be 5. All right. So that means so this loop is for getting the number, enter number. So 5 times it, because we say we put here 5. That means 5 times it will take. Okay. Now it's about here, come here. So load dx comma nl3, again a display function, display string function. This one nl3 is for showing the result average. So it will okay, it will show the average. So that means after this one it will show what actually it will show average. A-B-E-R-A-G-E. Whatever actually you wrote here, capital letter or small letter, whatever it is, like you wrote, yes, average colon, average here, and then colon. So what is inside the quotation mark? It is shown here. And then how actually it calculate the average? We get the sum. All the sum is now in value 1, VAL1. All the sum is now VAL1. So move AX comma 00H, move AL comma VLH, AL comma VL. That means the sum is now in AL and AH is 00. Okay, because AH and AL at the beginning 00. Now I put AL comma value 1. That means the sum is now AL. So AH is 0 and divide BL. What was the BL? BL was the 5, the number. We put it here, BL. So number. So divided by 5, so you will get the average value. So average value result is saved in AL, right? Result is saved in AL. Now, okay, result is now AL. Okay, now add AX comma 3030H, because you know, like the number, the result that actually it is the actual number, numeric value, not the ASCII value. But the ASCII value, how can you get the ASCII value? Because if you consider the AX, just add 30 for AH and 30 for AL, you will get the ASCII value. And then move DX comma AX, and then move AH comma 02H and INT21H. So that means this ASCII, corresponding. So it actually process. The actual value is now converted to the ASCII value, and then move AH comma 02H actually. So it actually show you result. The result will be shown in the monitor. That's the thing. And this 2 line is the for transferring from one operating system to the another operating system. And now you can see the result. What kind of result we can see in the monitor? Like enter how many number you want. For example, 3. Then the enter number. You put 3. Enter number 3. 3 times it will come. And 3 plus 3 plus 3 divided by 3, it will be 3. Average will be 3. Is that okay? This is the all things are there. So is it okay? Do you understand? So group number 3, they actually perform this all the things, this whole thing. So yeah, group number 3, they actually perform this thing. So other group actually, there we had some just only slight mistake in our program here. That's why actually when actually we run the program, it becomes lost, something like that. So this is about the about processing the keyboard data, how to process the keyboard data. Then in exercise, modify the example 1 so that it asks for entering an uppercase string, then it converts it to the lowercase. And also, so this is the exercise. You should write in your report this one. And then exercise 2 is calculate the factorial of a number that is given from the keyboard. Actually, the number, just consider it as a small one digit number. Don't consider it as a 2-digit number. It will then actually the program will be a little bit longer, like 2, 3, 4, 6, whatever it is, like 5. So here in effect, the number we give it from the keyboard is 5, and the result will be the factorial of 5. You know the factorial of 5 is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, right? So these two. So just exercise 1 and 2, calculate these two. Write these two and put it with your report in the next report, next class. Okay, so then this is all about the last experiment. So then actually today actually we are going to use that a application trainer board. You can see on the table, some of you may have seen that there is a microprocessor trainer board on the table. Now it's time to use the trainer board to see the result. Interface. It's about to interface many input-output system to the trainer board. But before that, actually, we have to learn something else. But we don't have enough time today. So next week, actually, hopefully, we'll discuss. What about the mid-exam? You want it next week or week after? Mid-lab exam. Yeah, so next week or week after? Week after. Okay, then next week actually, then we'll discuss the, according to the manual, experiment number 4. This one we'll discuss, but before that, actually, okay, week after. Okay, not that next week, week after. Okay. So next week you have exam. All right. So then next week you have next week Monday you have exam. Monday. You have exam on Monday. Okay. So then actually, okay. So Monday at what time? What time you have exam on Monday? Afternoon is free. For the lab actually. Okay. So next week will not be the exam, but what about the lab? Lab is okay. Can I take the lab? Or you want a break next week? Okay, so next week as you have an exam, so next week will not be any lab, but week after, no lab next week. Yes. So the message is okay. No lab. Okay, so because like here actually before this lab actually we have to understand some theory, so that's why I'm just trying to delay it, because this is also part of the theory class also. So many new topics will come in this if you want to start this experiment. Anyway, so now actually hopefully we have I mean, even though we take 2 weeks for one experiment, it's okay, because number is not the issue is the knowledge, you know. So doing many exercises, many examples, it helps to get the knowledge, get the idea. I mean, because assembly language, it's new for you. So that's why a new idea needs more practice. Okay, just I mean, main thing is not just finishing the number or increase the number. So that's the thing. All right. So now it's about the attendance. So I'm taking the attendance, right? Walid is here. And what about Khalid? Khalid also here, right? And then Reda is here. Sajri is here. Yes, I can see your name. Okay. If I have any confusion, I will ask. Okay. Sajri is here. Salash is here. Okay. Salash is here. Abdulaziz. Salash is here. Don't write message right now. If I have confusion, then I will tell you. Abdulaziz. Okay. Abdullah. Abdullah Al-Shammari. Abdullah Al-Shammari here. Yes, Abdullah Al-Shammari. Okay, I can see. Ali Al-Hamad is here. Okay, and then Ali Al-Masood. Yes, okay. Okay, then Abdul Hadi. Abdul Hadi, yes, okay. And then Faisal. Faisal is here. Faisal is here. Okay, so then Majid. Majid Al-Khaldi. Yes, and Majid Al-Khaldi. And then Majid Al-Harbi. Okay, all right. Then Muhammad Al-Talhi. Muhammad Al-Talhi. Okay. And then Muhammad Al-Shammari. Yes, okay. Then Muhammad Al-Hamli. Muhammad Al-Hamli, are you there? Okay, then Mukbil is here. Ail is here. And then Hamud. Hamud, you are here, right? Hamud? Yes. Abdullah. No, Hamud, I said that Hamud. Hamud is here. Okay, so Abdullah Shared. Abdullah Shared. Alanji. 379. Okay, okay, okay. And then Abdul Karim. Abdul Karim. Yeah, okay. And then Abdullah Farhan. Abdullah Farhan is here, right? Not here. Okay, then Abdullah Hani. No, she is here. Abdullah Hani is here. Okay. Okay, okay. And then Mohammed Alanaji 254. Auda, Muhammad Auda. Are you here? Not. Okay, Muhammad Bandar. Muhammad Badar. Yes. Abdullah Farhan. Yes, okay. Abdullah Farhan. Yes. And then Muhammad Auda. Muhammad Badar. Badar is here. Muhammad Badar. Okay. And then Bandar Al-Shammari. Bandar is here. Okay. And then Fahad. Fahad. Fahad is not here. Okay, so I'm repeating again who are missing with me. Muhammad Al-Hamli, are you there? 460. And then Hamoud 922. Hamoud. And then Muhammad Auda 254. And then Muhammad Badr 335 and Fahad 493. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is absent. But here I can see the participant. Oh, okay. I can see the participant 25, including me. So that means 24. Anyway, so this absent. I mean, online, but you are absent, so it should not be. Anyway, so this actually the lab manual that I uploaded before, I did some correction, like the correction that actually we had in the last lab. So this new one I will upload again now. Now I will upload it, so you can keep it and try to understand what actually I discussed today. If you have any question, you can raise the question on the next class. Tomorrow we have the class, right? So you can raise it. So I will upload it again on the Blackboard. So you know the lab and theory, lab is not separate from theory. They are together. So try to understand the labs. Okay. So